It's
the Cabbage Face Bricks live stream.
Now,
Hey, there we go. Oh,
Every time.
every time gets squished. So does
It
run
always freezes for me, that, so I never actually see it.
Does it really? Why every time?
Just completely just goes right at the start.
That's a shame. That's the best part when you get squashed. No offense.
Yes,
Watch it.
Right.
Solo disappeared already. Is that it? He's gone.
He's had enough of us. Yeah, I don't blame him.
I've had enough of you already. I'm sick of the lot of you.
Right, another month done, and we're here again. This goes crazily fast. So another month out the way, and this month we are joined by a new person who I've met on TikTok of all places. Never knew what it was or it was a thing until recently. But we're joined by Climax Effect, who's got probably one of the biggest collections of World War II Cobi stuff I've seen. So I'm kind of excited to get into that. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly and say this is like one of his, we said it before on screen, it's like one of his work things, isn't it? Let's go around the room. We'll introduce ourselves. How long have we worked here for? If you want to introduce yourself, that'd be great.
But you want me to start?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, go.
My name's Nate. I currently work for the government. I live in Virginia, close to the DC area. I actually work in DC. And Cobi is one of my favorite hobbies, so I thoroughly enjoy doing it.
Cool. We'll start with the questions actually. Let's go from there. Because there's not a massive amount of new sets out, so that we'll talk about those in a second. But how did you stumble across Cobi? Were you like a Lego collector first, or was it just solely straight into Cobi?
When I was younger, I had a bunch of Legos, and then my parents, I would always leave like a piece or two on the carpet when I was a little kid. My dad would step on them, and he got mad one day and just he threw them all away because he was tired of stepping on them. And that was a long time ago. I was a kid. I left a mess, whatever. But it was only recently, like really recently, within the past 2 or 3 years, that I've always enjoyed World War II, just the whole aspect of it, everything. And and I went to see if Lego made military sets, which you all know they don't. And Brickmania was way too crazy of a price.
Yep.
And Cobi just kind of fed me the niche that I needed, which was World War II brick building with very aesthetically pleasing looks when done.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much how most of us stumble upon it, isn't it? I think. Like, well, I want to find a tank in Lego. They don't do one.
Maybe not so much the minifigure faces, but everything else is good.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that. They're a bit. They've got a certain charm, haven't they? Is that probably
The mini dudes
they're quite a taste, yeah. But yeah, I think we're all the same. I mean, I don't know about you guys here, but we all kind of stumbled upon it that way. It's like you look for a brick tank or a brick plane or whatever, and you go to Brickmania and go, how much? There must be something else, and then you find Cobi, and then it kind of goes from there. Really, I know Darren was definitely the same, or Solo, sorry, and
yeah. My first one was the B-70 Memphis Belt. I've been in World War II studying for a long time now, and being the Memphis Belt, as you can see, I haven't got on display because I've got nowhere to put it. But tanks, battleships, I just feel my long loves of pretending to blow stuff up now. It's great. They're just so good, and those stickers as well, and they're reasonably priced, so I can't knock them, and they're just good. They're good.
That's the only thing about the big bombers. They're really hard to display. I don't really know what to. I break mine down because I don't really know what to do, where to put it, how to display it. You know, it's same with the new one that's just come out, the Liberators. It looks really nice, but it's like, where do you display that? Because it's so.
I mean, battleships are worse enough. I mean, granted they're thinner, but yeah, bombers. Nah.
At least with the battleship, it will go on the shelving like you've got it behind you. They will go on. All right.
Well, the problem is like it's all right if you got like a small ship like the Belfast, but when you got something like the Yamato, which takes up the entire it doesn't even fit these shells. I have to make its own little bit up here. It's massive, but it's the length of it, and it's a little bit goofy as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've only got the Eugen, so I've kind of tried to stay away from, because even though they look really cool, I'm like, I don't want to, because it's display space.
Well, I think of me, I've got the Hood and the Bismarck sat in the cupboard here.
You've got all the big boys, haven't you? So
I'm not. It's probably one of those things that may or may not ever get built, unless I end up with somewhere like America where I've got an entire basement to myself. This box room ain't going to cut it, unfortunately.
Is that where you're in a basement, by the way? I'm assuming
Yes,
it's your basement.
I am in my basement. All the ships are
Every American Lego collector and Cobi collector are in basements. All of them are.
They value the Cobi more than themselves, because if there was a nuclear bomb, the Cobi would survive.
Yeah.
The rest of them would be gone. But
just think where it's from, Aaron. It'd probably survive it if it was on the top floor.
Oh, that's true. So how do you display your bigger planes and ships and stuff? Just out of interest, if there's any tips for us.
Well, the newest Wellington and the two B-17s, not the new one, they're obviously hanging, like you guys said, they're way too big to put anywhere. I see a lot of people put them like diagonally on a shelf. I don't really think that's aesthetically pleasing as hanging it up, but they're massive. They can't fit on a shelf. The Yamato is probably the longest ship, that. Maybe even the widest. It might even be wider than the carriers. But I mean, I'm out of room on the walls. I have to expand my basement. I'm out of room.
Can you do that easily, or? I'm just gonna make a new basement over there.
Well, I'm gonna take over the wife's side. She does Lego Star Wars, so her stuff's going up, and I'm taking over the basement.
Oh, does she do that on like Instagram or anything like that? Or is it just a private kind of?
Yeah, she just does it with me when I build Cobi.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are totally broke then, I'm guessing.
Right,
yeah. Yep. Yes. Correct.
How do
you hang your
some at Star Warsy?
Yeah, she picked the most expensive stuff to do.
Yeah.
How do you hang your sets then? Is it fishing wire?
Yes. Yeah, I use fishing wire.
Do you have to glue it? Dare I say, do you have to glue anything so it's got more stability or not?
No. I feel like Cobi bricks hold their own unless you're buying a used set.
Yeah. I'm really scared to do it. I don't know. It's like I'm worried it's just either going to bring my ceiling down or it's going to fall. You know, it's one of the.
The thing is, though, you can see above Nate's head there that he's got like the proper beams that he can actually screw into and hold them up properly, whereas we've just got plaster ceilings which would just come down. You know.
Sorry, your big screen. Yeah, look at all that. Wow. My dogs are just going mental, by the way, so apologies if you can hear those. Every time I stream, they fight each other. It's like, I don't know why.
I'll trade your dogs for my daughter. How about that?
No,
she's not going to bed. So, yeah, I'll take a dog over my child. So we're trade. You know.
If you saw them now, you'd be so sure about that. They're going mad. But yeah. So where were we? Big sets, yeah. Because I know Stu, you had the one of the bombers, didn't you?
I've got the Bell as well. Yeah,
you got the Bell. Did you have that, Martin, as well?
I've still got it. It's my building.
Still got it.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
Have you ever built it or not?
No.
It's a beautiful set.
Yeah, I might build it.
Get it built and then dismantle it.
Do what we've done. Absolutely pointless. Build it and then dismantle it.
Yeah, exactly. Got to build as well.
But this is the problem. So if they do bring out your set you talk about all the time, Stu, the Lancaster.
What? The Lancaster?
Yeah. Where are you going to display it? Because it's going to be massive.
Don't care about that. Martin asks me every week on our stream, whenever I build a set, he goes, where are you putting that one? And the answer is always the same. I ain't got a clue. It's just going to go there, somewhere.
Stu will be a very, 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 very old man by the time the Lancaster come out. He probably hasn't even got the bone strength to push the bricks together by that point.
The question is, if they do it, will they do RAF one, or will they do the Polish one like they did with the...
I bet the Polish one.
It'd have to be a RAF version. Anyway.
Unless they do a 2-in-1, I suppose they could do that, but I mean, come on, it's got to be RAF.
You'd hope so, yeah. You'd hope so.
Yeah.
So, when did your collection start? That's what I'm asking you now. When did you start collecting your Cobi? When was if you remember, your first Cobi set? What was it?
I would say probably about 5 years ago. I got maybe about 10 models. They were all German, the light gray stuff, Tiger ones, and some flat cannons, some cannons, and then 5 B25s because I wanted to make a diorama back then. And then I quit collecting and I picked it up about 2 years ago when I moved into when I bought this house, and I've gone completely nuts, completely insane.
And what do you estimate your collection in sets is now?
I would say close to 30K. I think that's being modest.
Whoa.
Oh, you guys are getting there too. Stop.
Yeah. We can't say because our wives might be watching. But
was that value or amount of sets that was 30K?
the value, I think.
No, it's
the amount of sets 30K.
The old stuff that they don't produce anymore is the most expensive.
Yeah. So I've looked at some of the kind of older sets on eBay, and it's not easy or cheap to get some of the old stuff in boxes as well. So I've looked at a few tanks and they've been like £200-300, and it's like, whoa, I like it, but do I want it that much? So to be able to kind of buy those old sets, that's pretty impressive, to be fair. So how many is that?
Who normally wins the toss-up? I got to know. Who wins the toss-up? I want that £200 set and your missus over that. I want the Millennium Falcon. Who wins that fight? Or you just go, I've got to buy both of them.
I don't know.
You ain't got that stage yet.
I seriously think that particular argument, Solo, Star Wars would lose because he'd be able to get 3 of his set for the Falcon.
That's true.
Yeah. The Star Wars stuff's not cheap, is it?
No, it bloody isn't. No.
A lot of grey as well, but we can't talk because all the German tanks are pretty grey.
No, they do a little bit of tan, come on.
A little bit of tan, yeah, mixed in. Wow.
Got still got cocoa.
We've got a question here from Pete. He's asking kind of how do US prices compare to UK? I suppose you don't really... Oh, Stu, look at Flex in there.
It's very grey, that, isn't it?
That's the staff one. That's the special one. That's the one that no one should have other than if they work there. How do the prices compare? Because I know you got to pay a lot for postage, haven't you? So
I feel like on Amazon, once a set is established by a year or maybe a year and a half, on Amazon they're pretty cheap. Like the Pack 40 on Amazon right now is like $17 US.
Mm-hmm.
The 148 sets are probably about $25 USD.
Yeah.
If it's the prices are much better where you guys are at, obviously, but the shipping it destroys everybody. You know what I mean? It's over $50. It's a whole Cobi set you're missing out on.
Wow.
Wow.
I was going to say, yeah, because that pack 40 is near enough the same price what we pay here, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you've got
so
to wait
I feel
a
like
long
once
time
sets
to
get
that price.
established per Amazon and a little bit of eBay, and I haven't given Ward Bricks or PB Bricks a shot yet, but Amazon seems to be the best bet, and their prices are great.
Definitely drop Warbricks a message because we've had them on here before, so they're really nice guys. So definitely, give them a shot, see what they can do, whether
Yeah,
price
will do.
match or whatever. I know they get the sets in quite quickly from Cobi, so that's always helpful. Someone said in there though the big test will be the big Tiger 131 because that's kind of pushing into the UCS kind of area, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. We've obviously seen it solo in real life, the old color that is. They do price match, and it was pretty impressive to be fair.
Very impressive.
I'm looking forward to getting it. Are you going to be getting that set, or is it one that you're going to wait for?
Yeah, I have to. I'm completely obsessed. So there's no stopping this train.
Well, we're all in that same boat, aren't we? Someone's asked about the Jagda Panther. How much did you pay? Because it's about 60 to 70 pounds here. So just out of interest.
It was. I think I paid $83, but right now, like I said, like once they get, and this is on Amazon, once they get established, the prices seem to start going down. So currently, it's like $76 now.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I suppose once you do the conversions, that's roughly about the same.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
roughly. I'm not saying maybe a little bit more your end, but
right.
Not a lot in.
What's your postage cost out of interest?
If
you was to buy from Cobi, say if you wanted to get a limited edition set or one of those exclusive ones.
Oh man, I don't remember what they're like. They use PLZ, I guess, as currency or something like that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I have ordered from the Cobi store before. I just remember. I don't remember. I can't give you an exact number. And I bought multiple sets, so it's like I said, it's like $50 plus.
Wow, it can be quite expensive to be fair, because even for us, it's like can be £25 if you want to do express, which is quite a lot to be fair.
And I have to wait 2 months for it.
Yeah, they take ages, don't they? But for me, it's a bit annoying. I don't know how you rest of you feel like this. It's the limited edition ones and stuff. I kind of wish that they gave the retailers some to sell because they're always a little bit better. Some of them, like it's like the new IS2 tank, I think it is, which I'll show in a second. The limited edition is a lot better than the normal edition. And I think they're kind of cutting out a bit of their market by doing that. Sorry, Stu, I cut you off because it sounded like you're taking off. That's right. Put yourself
I'll shut up then.
That's how we like, yeah.
You sounded like you're on a rocket. I was like, oh, what's going on? Yeah, but I don't know what you guys think about the limited edition stuff. Do you think it should be?
No, I think I 100% agree with you. Yeah, they should be published out a little bit more, even if it was a limited release. In store shelves. I would like to see more of that, but. Because I missed out on the Stug. I wanted the Stug with the skirts on it, but I was like, I'm going on holiday. I can't justify buying that. And hang on a second.
That's right. You carry on.
They should do. They should let like War Bricks and Brick Tanks buy those in. Just give them like say 10 sets and give Peter a chance.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because like I say, the Stug is another good example because I prefer it with the side skirts on it because it's more accurate, really. And then sometimes you get better minifigures and things like that. So it would really nice to put those. Oh, sorry, I was reading. Someone put fun hole in the chat and it distracted me.
Fun hole.
Yeah. So it'd be nice if they did. It would be nice if they could do that. So I've seen you've got a diorama as well, haven't you? So it's like an airfield. Can you show us anything, or is your camera kind of planted?
I can do it.
Do you reckon it'd be right?
Shaky, but
guys, I'll put you on. I'll put you on bigger screen if I can do that. If you don't mind, there we go.
Yeah.
So
it's a little preparation for the Normandy invasion.
Nice.
Got a bunch of Douglas C-47s here, a couple towers.
Wow.
Obviously the discontinued Greyhound, the discontinued truck, GMC trucks.
Do you know what? I wish they'd bring back a Greyhound. I really would like a Greyhound.
Yeah.
See, I want one of those Gency trucks. My uncle used to drive those during D-Day. I want one of those.
Yeah, that's awesome, to be fair. Is that all Cobi bricks as well?
All Cobi bricks except for the base plates and the bushes. And then I got one here that I'm starting.
Whoa, what's this? Oh, this is like a desert.
Hey,
Cool.
Look at that. Wow, look at that, man.
So much room in that basement. That's mad.
I just like how it says I've just got this little diorama around the corner here. Yeah. Nice.
I used to, some of the TikToks make me crack up because people are like, I guarantee you haven't got this set, and then you've got like 6 of them.
I
It
like
always
to
makes me
crush
laugh.
little kids' dreams. That's all.
It's like, cracks me up.
I know,
Oh,
it's
but
so good, isn't it?
they really make me laugh because it's like, oh, the white, those white tanks in the background, they must be quite old. The ones on your second shelf, kind of there.
Oh
They-
yeah, super old. 3 are the same. I'm glad I got them. I got a couple for really cheap because a guy wanted to just get rid of all his collection. So that's why there's 3 of the Panzers, and then I have the one Hummel, which is super expensive now.
Yeah, that's very rare. That is. I'd like them to redo that. To be fair.
Yeah, me too. Everybody loves the Hummel.
Yeah, it's really cool. Man, got some cool stuff there.
I like the display. It's just tidy, neat.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, don't look at my one. My one's, I feel proper embarrassed on my one now looking at that.
What's that orange one? I can't make that out. Sorry.
That's the Matilda on it.
That's a Matilda, isn't it? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the
World of
Tank
Tanks
Museum one. Yeah, it's the Tank Museum one.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
yeah, and then the Grant Cromwell.
Yeah, see, I wanted the Grant.
Just got this. This they don't make anymore. And then obviously, I think Cabbage Face has this one.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that. I like the tanks are okay, but they're a bit too small. 1 to 38 is a bit of a. I don't know what I think about it. I mean, we can ask you as you're here. You're a big collector. What do you think of the 1 to 25, 1 to 38 malarkey?
1 to 35 is better for a diorama setup.
Sorry, 35. Sorry, yeah.
And then, but I love the 128s. They're super detailed. They're more fun to build. They're more bricks. Even the figures fit better in them for some reason. Even though they're a bigger scale. But I'm not a fan of 135. I agree with everything that Raz Reviews said about 135 scale. So everything he said was legit.
Yeah.
So I agree with Raz for sure.
Yeah, voice of reason for once. It killed me for saying that as well. No, but I agree. I like the ones all the 1 to 28s I've built. They have so much more detail in the engines and stuff, and they look generally better. And I get the 1 to 35s better for dioramas, like you say. But maybe they could just ditch the minifigures out of them. Would that annoy people? Because people got a bit upset about that when they did it on the 1 to 28, didn't they? So maybe not. I think they're going to run both lines.
Personally, I think ditching them out at the 135 scale one makes more sense than out the 128 because the minifigures look somewhat better against that. Because like you get some of the 135 scale and they just look absolutely ridiculous. Like you stand them at the top there and they're almost like bloody giants compared to the actual tank. It's just like. Me personally, I prefer them not to be in there, but that's my opinion anyway on that one, and it means absolutely diddly squat on that one. But that's mine.
Yeah, now we've also got 1 to 12 and 1 to 48, and
yeah,
some of the planes are 1 to 48, and some are different, and it's all a bit confusing.
You got the battleships are 1 to 300 for some reason.
Yeah, probably a sensible size that one though.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll go to 1-to-1. I'm sure my missus won't mind.
A full size one.
Do you think Cobi would actually ever do that? Like not to sell, but actually, you know what? Like sometimes, like the other brands do, like they do like a Technic promotion, don't they? And they build like the Balboni or something like that. Do you think Cobi would ever go down that road, like try and build, I don't know, a show?
One Spitfire.
Yeah, 1-to-1 Spitfire.
I don't know if they've ever done that. To be fair, I don't know if they've ever done that. To be fair.
We know who wants to go buy it, though, won't we?
Yeah.
If they built it, no one must have it.
You need the third.
Don't tempt me.
You beat any big set that your missus got anyway, because of that one.
We got a question there. Which plane would you like to be made? Was there a
B-29? I'm gonna push for the B-29, even though I feel like Cobi's gonna have a really hard time supporting that wingspan. But I'm gonna put that up as a tie with the PBY Catalina. And sorry. And then I'd probably put Lancaster third. Sorry.
Ooh, you're on the wrong stream for that one, boy.
And here's me picking up the B-17. I mean, really.
I feel like though with the B-29 they could make a 2-kit set with the Enola Gay and the boxcar. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that would be true. That'd be like a small win. I would probably buy 2. You know.
Wow. any tank you would like to see made that's not? I think they've pretty much done most of them, haven't they?
Oh my god!
Don't say Sherman. A
lot of people ask for the Ratte or Rat.
I was going to say that, but that's just going to be huge. Like,
and it was a prototype. It was never really made, you know. So I don't.
No.
Yeah, but you could say that the same as the mouse as well. I know Tetley did make it, but it was more like a wooden mock-up, weren't it? So, sorry.
Hello.
Hi. Bob Temple is a request on my videos, even though it's ridiculous. But I don't know. I don't know. I think Cobi's doing a pretty good job with the tanks.
Yeah, I agree with that. Most of them are pretty solid, to be fair. Both scales, if you can get over the size of them. But the recent one to the 28s have been excellent. Although somebody did say I think it's the Jagdpanthers, bits fall off of it. So I need to build that to see if that's true. Someone messaged me on my YouTube saying that, can you review it? Because a lot of my parts are falling off of it. I don't know if I built it wrong or not. That's the limited edition one. Because I think it's got some extra.
Oh, right. I've already got a standard edition one.
Yeah, it's got some extra parts or something on it, which would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, like the Stug that I built was so nice, really nice build. So the E100 was pretty cool, to be fair, even though it wasn't necessarily a real tank, but it was an idea of a tank. That was pretty cool, to be fair. Huge though, ridiculously big. So a rat would be quite funny, to be fair. Is it ratty or rat? I don't know what but it would be quite funny. But it'd be like this, so big. What about any other vehicles?
Oof.
Someone said a Churchill crocodile, which would be cool. I'd like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That gets requested a lot. You know what I think they should really do? They need to pull their resources together and do the Gustav railgun.
Ooh, yeah.
Everybody loves that thing. Everybody. That's the only kit I have that's not Cobi because I love it so much. It's like 4 feet long with the tracks. And it's
so is it a Quan Guan one?
It's a Nepalese kit.
Oh, okay. Not had them.
But I mean that'd be really cool to do. It'd be cool if they made it the size with the locomotives they made now.
No, that'd be ridiculously massive. Can you imagine that? That'd be. I mean, have you got the train?
I have the black and red one.
Yeah, no one can say that name. It's a ridiculous name. But it's huge, isn't it? You know, it
is big.
Huge.
It is massive.
Yeah, and I can't even imagine what that Gustav thing would be on that. It'd be huge. My dogs are having a proper old fit out there, aren't they? Idiots. Somebody asked you, have you got the train? Which we just answered that. Yes, you do have the train. I know Solo's got the train. I got the train. How did you find the build? I found the wheels and stuff really, really difficult.
Yeah, I would say the same. I'm getting a bunch of the flat cars. I can't pronounce that name either. And the underneath the building around the wheels on the platform cars, that's pretty difficult right now. So I'm gonna have to say the same with the train. Is the wheel area is probably the most difficult part of the build.
Yeah, you got to get those cogs the right way around, otherwise you're in a world of pain. And I didn't.
Yeah,
it was upsetting. It was quite upsetting. And I said to Solo, like, because I checked the instructions ahead and was like, I don't want to do this on a live stream. Sorry, mate. It's going to be an absolute nightmare if we do this live, especially when Solo threw a whole drink over his last.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I'll delete the that was a disaster from start to bloody finish. That was for me personally. Aaron had an impeccable stream. He had to even start it off because I decided to throw coke over my computer. And my webcam didn't work.
An interesting one. Japanese and Italian tanks. We don't get a lot of those at all, really. I know there wasn't many, but
well, there was enough. Japan did make a lot of tanks.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize that they made a lot of tanks. Type 1, Type 2.
I guess the Akagi's a rumor too, right? That Cobi's making.
The what? Sorry.
The Akagi.
Yes.
Japanese.
Yeah, there is a rumor of that. How strong it is, I don't know, but there is a rumor that that's come in, which would be quite nice. Yeah. Someone said about the Willys Jeep in 1-12, which would be quite nice.
A bigger Willy would be better. Definitely.
A big Willy would be. Not always about the size, Stuart.
Yeah, but it'd have more girth as well. I mean,
because they're doing the 1-12. I've forgotten now. Germany, the classic Kuba wagon, yeah, which does look quite nice to be fair. That kind of come out of nowhere really, because everyone thought it was going to be another tank, didn't they? So
yeah,
I did. That threw us off. I thought it'd be. I was plumbing it on a Sherman. I was like, they love them. They do so many different variants of Sherman.
It will come out. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay, should we have a little look at what's coming out in July, and then we can have a little chat about that. So I'll chuck a video on. It's not very long, and then we can have a little chat about. I'll pause it in various places, and we can talk about what's on screen. This is what's coming out in July. Basically, you can't subscribe. Well, you can if you want. I wouldn't. So here we go. 5th of July. We got all these Eurofighter Typhoons coming out. Now, I know you don't collect anything outside of World War II, do you?
Yeah.
Have you been tempted by any of these?
Yeah. Yep. Always.
Do you think you might take the plunge one day and get a modern warfare set?
You want me to lose my house and have a divorce?
Yes.
As long as you let her have the Falcon, you'll be fine.
I tell you what,
maybe a set or two, but not like this.
not by blackmail anyway. We're trying. No, the thing is, some of them are really nice, and
yeah,
the couple of I've built of the modern ones are really cool. Just to make it worse. But I like the Austrian one. I think it's got a really nice tail on it. The rest of them are a bit grey. Obviously, the RAF one's pretty neat. To be fair, this one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. They're getting
But
so good.
Don't actually have any in that colours at all.
No, it's just a what's it called? A display one, isn't it?
Yeah. But the engines the air intake on that looks a bit weird to me. It looks very boxy.
Oh,
very
bottom,
square.
Yeah. It does.
Where the real one's a little bit curvy.
I'm highly upset they went with the clear stands on all the planes now, And now I think all mine look ridiculous on the
Well, we could always ask Arthur if they can sell them separately, and then you have to buy a load of clear stands. I'm sure they do that. It is annoying because it's such a obvious thing, isn't it? Have a clear stand, and it will look like it's flying.
Yep.
We need to get Martin to get one of these as well. Come on, Martin.
Yeah, do it, Martin.
Go on,
Do it.
Martin. Give in to peer pressure. I thought I was on mute, then that's why. I
10th of July, we've got another train part which has got curved tracks in it. So if you're trying to build a diorama with a train in it, you can have some curved tracks.
It's a gutter wagon. Gutter wagon.
A gutter wagon.
Holds a bit of water.
That wagon is gooder than the rest of them.
Are they
I'm not
actually
sure.
going to start actually selling the track individually? Are they going to start doing that?
They sell the straight ones.
Yeah, but we need curvy
Not-
bits now, don't we?
But yeah, but I don't know if that train will get round a corner. I'm not convinced on it.
I don't know either.
When you build it, I'm not sure. I just don't think it will get round. It's gonna have to be a real slight radius.
I haven't got as far as you have yet. Is the bogey at the front now? Is that flexible?
Not really.
No, it won't go.
Not particularly.
I don't know.
Great.
Unless I've built it wrong, of course. But I'm not convinced it will go round, but we'll see, I suppose. But this is not a massive radius. It's really slight. I don't know what the technical radius terms are, but it's not very big. But yeah, you can add some stuff on there, a bit coal cart. I don't know what's in there. Gutters. This is the interesting one. These little micro planes. So these are 1 to 48. So they're going to be really small. And 145 pieces. So I'd say they're going to be around $15 to $20 or pounds, roughly, aren't they?
It's interesting that they're still doing the P-51 through Paramount. They're still doing it through Top Gun.
They obviously still got that license gun, I guess.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Sure, you could just do the P-51 just on its own. You know, I suppose Tom
Do you reckon
Cruise is still capturing those checks.
You guys picked this one up or not?
That's a cheap. I'll be worth having a look at it.
I'm a big no. I don't really do 148 too much.
It's
I don't. I've got one.
what do you think it's aimed at? The kids to get them into Cobi, or
Yeah, I would say so. It's like pocket money kind of plane, isn't it?
yeah,
Money.
Hopefully, because it's a good idea, because it's future generations of warplane collectors.
As long as they can hold it at that price, not start going ridiculous like other brands. It's achievable for younger kids, isn't it? Do a little bit of housework for a week. Bosh, there you go. Go get yourself a little set. If you can buy it in a shop.
And like you guys said on an earlier stream, I think the 148 concept is cool because it takes up less room.
Yeah.
That's a good point that you guys made.
yeah, very true. And also, Pete says that it's compatible with the bombers, so that is true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would look
So
pretty good next to
if
the
you're going to
bomber.
have them all hanging off your ceiling and stuff, then you can have a couple of fighters to escort them.
2 Spitfires, ready for that Lancaster.
They are going to be building up a lot of dust, mate.
We can get 2 P-51s for the bloody B-17, so why not do it for the full range?
You started him off.
There you go.
What's going to happen when they bring that out? Stu's going to be like,
I'll faint.
you'll be
It's
sat on the
nice,
stream
yeah.
like this.
I think we generally might actually have our first death on stream. They're going to go viral. It's going to go viral.
Such a high-pitched scream.
Aaron Dogs are going to be going bloody mental.
I know it's going to be a right old mess. Someone said it looks better than the 1 to 32, which is I quite liked the one.
Again, it's the concept picture, isn't it? It's just a render. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can never get on too well with renders.
No, I wish they'd wait, but hey, that's just me. I wish they'd wait for the actual model to be built. But
Yeah.
we got these ones. Well, I can't bother to say that because I'll say it wrong. So
It's what it's stuck.
Just call it Stug. Yeah, not
Stumgeschütz.
Stumgeschütz or something like that. Sorry if there's anyone German, English, or anything else there. I've just offended you.
Oh, we haven't started on the French yet, so we're good.
This is one
Yeah.
1 to 35. So again, it's going to upset some people. What do we think?
I like the look of it. I like the colour. But again, it's a render, so
I agree with
Yeah.
Solo.
I don't. There's something about the front of it doesn't look right to me where the mantlet and stuff is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. It's quite cool though.
yeah.
Be nice to put on your.
I mean, it's
trousers.
right. It's got that little leathery cloth bit over it. So
Now this is the one that's got people quite excited, isn't it? The IS2 heavy tank.
IS2, yeah.
That mini dude looks very happy to stuff next to that.
Well, he is Soviet, so he's probably eating like a potato, and that's it. So
He's fuel for the week now.
they were pretty badly treated, weren't they? So they do seem to make all the Soviet minifigs look depressed. And
I mean, from here, he looks pretty bloody pasty. Pretty, yeah. He's been stuck in that tank for a long time.
yeah. But I'm going to get this because I like it. I like this a lot. I think this is a cool little tank.
I wonder when they're going to start doing the KV tanks, like the KV2. Like, where's that?
I
Got
don't know.
KV1. Where's the KV2? I know the KV2 wasn't as common, but
That's pretty much it.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. And wasn't the IS2 based on a Tiger because they captured one or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty much a Tiger tank in it, roughly. Which is quite cool. I'm going to get the limited edition because I like the markings on it and stuff better. It's I think it's the Fall of Berlin one, I think. Can't remember really. I'm blagging it most of the time, so. But yeah, but there's not much. To be fair, there's not much coming out. I don't know why it's gone a bit quiet from Cobi, or whether they're building up for something bigger or the catalogue.
All the resources go to that.
To be honest, it's nice for my wallet and stuff because it gives us a bit of a break from it all. Because sometimes it can be quite a lot that comes out at once.
Yeah,
and it's like
pretty hard, isn't it?
Especially the start of the
me
year.
personally, I'm just to put a downer on Stu. I think if they were going to do a Lancaster, it would have been last year because it was celebrating the Dam Busters last year. And yeah, if it was going to happen, it would have happened then. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks. So,
You're welcome. And plus, they have recently released the Turpits as well, and yeah, the Lancaster sunk the Turpits as well. So
yeah, very true. So they did
now
do a
that means
KV2.
they're building up to it. There you go.
Do you have a KV2 then, Climax?
I
you have a
do.
oh, they have made a KV2. Dang.
Yeah. They must be old.
Yeah, it's
right?
actually pretty cool looking. It's pretty big.
It was a stupid question, really. Do you have it when it doesn't have
Yeah,
every
I know.
set bar
Have
10?
the exact set you're gonna go and grab.
But look at that ugly thing. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's a horrible looking thing.
Oh, that's the one.
It's a tank tread with a box on top of it, isn't it? It's just
probably a ship gun, isn't it?
no.
It's not
There's a fun fact. None of the KV2s actually made it out of the Second World War. They all got destroyed.
Dang. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. There weren't great many of them that were made, but yeah, all of them got eventually. The Germans made it their top priority to make them go boom. And they done it pretty well. But let's not forget, I think it was for every one KV tank was taken out, I think it was something like 8 German tanks were taken with it. So
Blimey.
yeah, it was a bloody slaughter.
Not fun. Not fun.
No.
So your collection, you said pre-stream you've got about 10 to 15 sets left to get, I think you said, from the old. Do you know which ones they are? Do you have like a list somewhere of what you've got and what you haven't got?
Well, it's in my wallet upstairs, but off the top of my head, I'm missing another Matilda all tan.
Right.
The all tan Churchill 128, I believe. The Matilda is also 128. The IS-3, the Wolverine, the American Wolverine tank. a couple planes, the Yakolev in the gray, the dark gray and light gray. I think I have the white one. Mostly tanks. But as for the light gray stuff goes, which is right there,
you seem very color coded. To be fair,
color coded in country.
And country, yeah, it seems very organized. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I have every light gray set Cobi made World War II wise.
Wow.
Plus a bunch of mocks, and then the Mauerbrecher right there.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm trying to.
That was the
big
one.
Screen.
Yeah, that was the one that was like $300.
Wow, look at the size of that thing.
Jesus, man, that is a beast. What a beast!
Yeah, can you keep trying on that one? I'd love that. Wow, look at.
Hey, to be fair, with that chassis they got there, you're halfway there to a Ratter anyway.
Yeah.
Look at the minifig in there. He's like.
Hello.
Yeah. So, I do a lot of buying with Argini on eBay.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he sells super rare Cobi sets for really expensive. But since I've been buying a bunch of sets, I'm always able to talk him down, and I think we have a decent business relation. On Facebook, everybody knows him too. If you want something rare, if you really want it, he's probably got it.
Someone's got the first Matilda 2 they're happy to get rid of. Is that the one you need?
No, I need the third one.
The third one.
It's like an all tan one.
I can't remember that one, to be fair. Was that we have stickers on it or not?
Ooh, I don't remember. It was around that. I think it was when they were doing right before pad printing.
Yeah. A couple of the newer sets have had stickers in though, which is interesting. So the French kind of equivalent of the Red Arrows that had stickers in it. Which,
Yeah, well, who gives the guy just
yeah, because they didn't want to waste the pad printing on the French version.
No one wastes the
every stream. No one knows
well, they sold the Renault.
where my viewers come from. None of them are from France, surprisingly.
To
be fair, I didn't actually start that one. That was Stu, so I didn't start that one.
You did start it. I just said what you were thinking.
Great minds think alike.
Pete, if you go to TikTok and follow Climax Fetch, just drop him a message and see what you got. Because if you've got something you want to get rid of and he needs it, then I'm sure that'd be awesome for get your collection. Because your aim is to get the whole lot, right? Is that your got to catch them all?
Yeah, when I get into something, I go overboard. I go way too deep, and my wife doesn't know how much like all this stuff really costs. So it's cool to keep it under wraps. You know what I mean?
I've got to ask the elephant in the room. What happens when you've got them all? What happens then? Is it like, ta-da, I'm done, that's it, I'm gonna hang up the cloth, or?
I mean, it's been an uphill battle the entire time because Cobi, I feel like, makes the most World War II sets out of all out of modern and Korean and Vietnam and stuff like that. And every time I think I'm about to catch up, because I can only do like a model a paycheck used if it's rare. And then by that time, Cobi's pumped out like 3 new World War II sets, and I'm like, great, And they're I want the limited, so it's like more expensive, but I can't because I just spent this much. So now I got to get the other one, and Cobi seems to always be competing with me, and we've just been at this same head battle for 2 years where I don't think I'll ever be ahead.
I think you probably, of all the collections I've seen some pretty like big ones on Facebook and stuff. Of the World War II stuff, you must. I don't know if there's anyone out there that's got a complete one other than Cobi. Obviously, there must be somewhere. I'm a humble guy. Most of my audience is kids between 10 and 13 years old, and I encourage them to do this. But I think I do have the biggest World War II Cobi collection. Period. A lot of people do like Kwangon, like you said, and Nepalese and these other new brands that are coming out. But but strictly Cobi, I think I'm winning. Wow. Have you tried any of the other brands of interest? Obviously, you have tried that one with the train gun thing.
Yeah, the stop gun was painful. You had to open up every single bag to build it.
Oh no.
That already put a bad taste in my mouth for the rest of the Chinese sets. And,
yeah, I've had mixed experience with Guan. Some of them have been really fine, and then others have been just really bad. Stuff falls off them, and
they look good when they're done. I've seen like you build one, and other people. I've seen other people, and they look good.
You good?
Sorry about that. I meant to hit the microphone, but I turned the camera off. I'm like,
got a mental one for
what is that? Hold on. What is that?
Oh, that's cool. It's a chameleon.
It's a mechanical chameleon. But on that side, it's literally like 5 pieces on that side.
what the bloody hell?
And it lights up.
And it lights up, but yeah, you have to get inside it to light up. But yeah, it's crazy, that one, isn't it?
Who the hell makes that? Not fun. It's not Fun Hole, is it?
No, that's JM Bricklayer, that one.
Oh, JM Bricklayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who comes up with these names?
I mean, it's like Fun Hole. I mean, the slogan for Fun Hole doesn't translate.
Sounds like something my wife calls me.
Don't start with Fun Hole. I won't be able to control myself by the end of this. It's just Fun Hole. It's ridiculous.
Oh crap! I'm contaminating pieces here.
What's their slogan then?
Oh, I can't find it now. What is it? Oh, piss. It's Joy Makes Brilliance. That's the JMB. JMB Bricklayer, essentially, is what they're called.
How right? I find a lot of really weird crap online, which is not what I'm supposed to boast about. How did you find this?
I didn't. This was the brick post that found these. I bet they found him.
Of course they did. Yeah, they said, "Can we send you
because
some
I'm
stuff?"
doing a review for him on this one.
It's sent like 3 different sets, haven't they?
Do what I did, slag it off, and they send you another one.
Do you know what's really annoying? It wasn't bad.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
What's the clutch power and all that like? What are the bricks like?
It was pretty good, and the quality and the colour was like the reason.
You got to bear in mind, Stu, you're live, so if you change your mind when you're recording it, it's live on here. You're caught saying it.
The problem is right. So obviously, I'm building Lego at the moment because I am doing a Star Wars thing, but the colours are really similar. So if you've got like the tiles and stuff, you would mix them up, and it'd be difficult to find.
It is scary. So, like, I obviously build Lego as well as Cobi, and the newer Cobi stuff is getting so close. The only difference, I think, is when you take it apart, sometimes it loses a little bit of its clutch power, whereas Lego are pretty much got that nailed down. You can take it apart, rebuild it, take it apart, rebuild it.
I think sometimes as well, sometimes with their sizing, like, as you know, with the Calliope, like, the strain on some of the bricks is... You know, it's like they've pushed the tolerance a little bit too far. I've actually got a couple of those now. It's actually split. It's gone
especially that Calliope thing. That was a finger shredder putting those tubes.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
Go on then. Yeah.
What do you guys want to see Cobi make next?
Oh God!
Sponsor that.
Right, let's put them on big screen. What do you want to see, Bill?
B-52. Obvious, isn't it?
Sure about that?
Lancaster
in the background.
There we go. Right, Lancaster for Stu. Martin, what about you?
Lancaster.
Hey!
I do like Lancaster. So you want
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna put out. I'm gonna be a battleship guy. I want more battleships. I want
Lancaster battleship.
Lancaster bloody battleship. Well, you could have gone with the Pie Creek ship, and then you could have launched Lancasters from the top of it. There you go. Let's have a Pie Creek aircraft carrier.
Go for that then, and we'll have
Yeah,
Lancaster.
there you go. Let's keep it happy. Let's keep the Lancaster run going. Not too much.
Lancaster. I want a Bob Semple tank. No, sorry, those are horrible. That would be funny though if it did it. I don't know. I'm going to say Lancaster as well because I just want them to do it, and then it just means we can move on with our lives.
Maybe short basically is what you're trying to say, innit?
It's just the one we haven't got. We've got a Spitfire, we've got a Hurricane, we've got
I think the biggest insult is that they're bringing out the Liberator and they're putting RF bloody logos on it. I'm like, that was a very predominant American plane. Just give us a bloody Lancaster. Stop teasing us with all this and just do it. You know, you remade the Hurricane and the Spitfire, and God knows what, Mosquito's been remade as well. It's like, just do it for crying out loud. Just stop dancing around the table.
All you need is change this configuration a little bit, put an extra couple of Merlins on, and there you go.
I know what they do. They say, "Oh yeah, new British bomber coming." It'll probably be the bloody Halifax or something like that. I'm like, we don't want that.
I've done that before,
That's what I expect them to do.
I do agree with the crocodile though. I'd like to see that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, the crocodile. Yeah, I'd like to see a crocodile.
Flame tank would be cool.
Actually being serious with battleships, I would like to see like a Grouse Spee. I would like to see that. The pocket battleship. I would like to see that.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That's a very good point. With Pete says as well. The injection moldings do get on my nerves as well, because sometimes you have to hide them, don't you?
Yeah.
And they seem to be on the side of bricks for some reason and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Someone said a 1 to 12 Bob Semple. That would be hideous. If you don't know what Bob Semple is,
I've just googled it.
go and look it up. It was like a New Zealand tank that a guy built in his back garden. A guy called Bob Semple, I think it was. And it is just insane. Curtis P40 Kitty Hawk.
That's a good shout as well.
Kitty Hawk, yeah.
I mean, has there been a Kitty Hawk?
I don't think. Oh, someone said evening.
We've got the man for the task.
There's been a Warhawk, but there hasn't been a Kitty Hawk.
Let's have a look. Let's get my Google one.
Climax is looking around the room frantically.
No, there's been a Warhawk, but not a Kitty Hawk. Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be cool.
Good shout.
Yeah. Can you make Cobi sets using Lego parts? Yeah, you can do. Cobi have got more specialist parts than Lego, to be fair, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's. I would say some of them you probably can't, like, because obviously some of them got some weird slopes as well, which sometimes you have to really kind of scratch your head on sometimes. But I would say some.
Thing is, Cobi have got some better parts than Lego as well.
Oh, yeah. And you have noticed now that Lego are now starting to make certain parts like what Cobi have been doing, but they're still Cobi is so far ahead with their special.
It's a weird
reverse
thing.
This,
I mean that little bit that goes in between bricks to flip the bricks upside down. That is just such a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
I was tempted to use Cobi bricks in this thing I'm building because they've got the plates I need. And Lego don't.
Just don't.
If I see that video go up and I see a little Cobi brick there, I'm going to call you out, and that's not true, Lego.
You wouldn't see
ban
it.
him. Cancel him. I see any kind of Cobi technique. Cancel him. Ban him. He's not pure. He's not a purist.
Or give him a medal because he's diversing from all brands together, all brands in one.
That's true.
Yeah,
just don't ever take it.
I've even got Lego Friends characters in my frigging city, so diversity is a thing I do.
Oh, you're going down the diversity. You're gonna have all the Gen Zers now down your throat. Now you be careful there, boy.
Well, while we're on mocks and building your own kind of stuff, I know you've built your little dioramas. Have you ever mocked a tank or anything? Just out of interest, have you ever made your own tank out of kind of from scratch? Have you had a go at that, like Raz does and stuff? Have you ever given that a go? Anyone on here? I haven't. So
no.
I wouldn't know where to start.
I could do the turret. I could probably mock a turret
because they're all so differently built. Have you noticed when you build a tank, they're all so different. Some of them are like
Yeah.
two halves you squish together. Some are like you build a load of plates up and then.
Well, it's even like you build like a Sherman and you build another Sherman next to it, and it's bloody different. It's like, how? And then they come out looking exactly the same, and like, whatever.
I'm getting a lot of grief tonight from people in chat.
I mean, oh no.
I suppose the last question is, Solo kind of touched on it when you complete your collection. Have you ever? We said earlier about building other sets from different eras. Have you ever? Do you think that's where you'll go next when you complete it?
Oh man, I would probably dip into World War I sets that Cobi makes. There's not that many, and that takes, and then World War I, World War II. Have all of those.
You could technically.
I need to relax, you guys. I need to chill out. Like I need to chill out.
You could go down the Korean/Vietnam era because they did use Second World War tanks and that. Just saying.
And also, a couple of the biplanes were used by the RAF, like the Sopwith still was in World War II. So you could buy one and go, well, it's technically it crossed over.
You guys are terrible people.
Yeah, it was used as a training plane, so yeah, you're gonna have to actually because it's World War II one as well. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
Yeah, just to mention, we still use the Sopwith now for training planes, so you have to sort of go into the modern era as well. So,
yeah, I wouldn't believe your collection's complete until you got those.
7 red arrows.
So TikTok is an interesting platform. So I've only recently kind of started using it, and I know some of the guys here, because I just thought it was people dancing and like getting naked and stuff, but it turns out it's not.
That's why I used to use it.
It tends to. There is actually people doing some serious stuff on there, and you kind of. The thing I like what you do is you kind of get asked a question, don't you? And then you explain what you kind of do on there because you explain it better than me.
Yeah, I mean, it all started like this at the beginning of March. I just happened to put up the 2 King Tiger video, and it completely like blew up. And then people started asking for other things, and I would post them up, and I started to gain following and some traction and stuff. And then what happened was I got so into it, like I started spending more money, getting more rare stuff I didn't have that people were asking for. So I got in this terrible hole. I'm in complete credit card debt, but like the community on there is really great. The only real negative thing I would have to say is I hate to say it, but those Brickmania elitists, like I can't stand them. And
don't. If I get fake Lego, is like just all the time. Why you building fake
I block
Lego?
them, whatever. They want to spend $1,500 on a $50 B25 that we can get. That's on you. That's why your collection is 2 and everybody else's is 50 plus or whatever. But I don't know. I believe if you're going to believe in that elitist mindset, then go all the way. Just eat one food. You know what I mean? Just eat that food. Just eat that. If you're gonna buy a car, just stick to that brand. Just buy that brand. Don't there's other great things out there, and Cobi's one of those things that really hits the market on military sets that caters to adults, kids, everyone alike, and they look great. They look great.
They do, yeah. They do look fantastic, to be fair, and because they almost look like a kind of die-cast model or whatever, So they do look great. But yeah, you do some lives on there as well, because I've often tuned in where you're kind of people are asking you about what you've got, and you show them, and you kind of have a bit of interaction. Because you have to get to 1,000 followers to be live on TikTok or something.
Correct.
I can't remember the ins and outs, but TikTok's weird because some videos just all of a sudden just go crazy, and then others just do nothing, and you're like, what is the actual?
Are like that now. The algorithms are crap.
It's like, what is the actual rule here? Because I've got one on Instagram that's like hit 500,000 views, and then like the same, it's just a tank driving through a town. Is the show? All it is, a bulldog tank's driving through a town, and then I've got another video of it coming back the other way, which has got like 200 followers, 200 watches. It's like it's the same freaking thing. So I don't get the whole short thing, TikTok. So I just put stuff up on there, kind of hoping it kind of gets picked up. But that's what you do, didn't you?
Yep.
You've seen that with new chap, the new guy, right? And he got a glass bottle, filled it with those like water beads.
Yeah.
Rolled it down the stairs, and in a week he got over 1 million followers. And in his first 4 weeks, he has made $1 million through TikTok. And all he does, he gets a jar, fills it with these things.
Well, it's like that other one as well, wasn't it? It was just like someone just left a 30-second video of an egg. The egg wasn't doing anything. It's just an egg in a jar. And it's like, I think it's something over like 2.1 billion views now, and no one knows who it is, but someone's made a lot of money over an egg.
It pisses you off, doesn't it? It makes you think, why put any effort into anything ever when you can just be
sure it's literally going to be just a brick in the middle of the table. I'm like, that's me sorted for life. I'm going to quit my job.
I'm going to do it.
It's supposed to be like when old what's her face, Liz Truss in power, wasn't it? And someone did a YouTube video of a lettuce to see if the lettuce was, or is it cabbage? Is it
the cabbage?
Yeah, to see if the cabbage would live longer than her or whatever, wasn't it? And
the cabbage won.
When I went on that,
it did. It lasted longer than she did.
So when I went on that video, there was like 20,000 people just watching a cabbage. I know that I'd quite like that, to be fair. Now
I was one of them. I kept tuning in. Is it still going? Oh shit, it is.
But yeah, I don't think there's any kind of, because you do quite a few videos, but you, like I say, someone asks you a question like, oh, I bet you haven't got a Spitfire, or show me your Panther tanks or whatever, and then you put the little question and then show them, don't you? Which is quite a good thing, because I think that generates a lot of interest in it from your followers and stuff.
Yeah, TikTok allows you to, if you hit the reply button, you can obviously comment, but there's a little camera logo and you can reply with a video.
That's
so
cool.
So when you hit that button, it also brings up their comment in the video. So it's like, like Cabbage Face said, I bet you don't have a Spitfire. And then I can start a video, and that comment, exact one, goes up in the upper left-hand corner. And then I do a video with all the Spitfires and stuff.
You know what's going to happen now? You're going to have people now in the chat as well as here. Is people go, have you got a Challenger 2 tank, an Abrams?
Just be sure that people aren't asking to see your Jeeps.
Well, your Willie.
Yeah.
That's a different streaming service.
That's your OnlyFans account. That.
Yeah.
So what following are you up to now? How many followers you got and stuff? How do you find it? You've thought about doing YouTube as well, or are you going to stick on TikTok?
I have 55,000 followers.
Wow.
I have a lot of requests from them to start a YouTube channel, and they want me to join Discord and whatnot. But I mean, I don't know. It's grown into something really great, and I use it to, like I said, my main audience is children between 9 and 13, and me and my wife, we decided not to have kids. We're just trying to live our life, and ironically now I'm doing all these videos and lives with these kids, and I like to use my platform as a positive influence for younger kids to not, especially in America, go to school and do the whole bang bang thing over here. And I just want to be a positive influence, and to have these kids be like, hey, I just bought my first Cobi set because of you, and this and that, like that. I think that's really cool, and I'm glad this platform is allowing me to do something like that. So
100%, yeah. And also the history element of stuff, like we said it before in here, this kind of era of warfare should not be forgotten about, really, because it, especially for Europeans and stuff, and Americans, because they're involved in it. But it shifted the whole kind of outlook of Europe, that part of history, and unfortunately, there's things
everywhere, though,
and unfortunately, we still got things like that happening in Europe now, even now, with Ukraine and Russia and stuff. So, but if people, people need to know about that and what the bad things that happened and why it shouldn't happen again. So it is a positive message. I know people just think, oh, it's war, and why do you like war stuff? It's not healthy for children and stuff. But I remember playing soldiers when I was a kid in the field, running around the field pretending you were, Americans or whatever, and sticks with guns and all that stuff. So, yeah.
I mean, dude, these kids they're incredible, man. They tell me World War II facts that I don't know. You know what I mean? And just for their interest in stuff like that, being in a common interest is just really cool and really great. It's really good to hear these 10-year-old kids talking about stuff that happened almost 100 years ago. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, 100%. And having been to some shows and stuff recently, the amount of kind of younger generation that are there is, it's quite good, to be fair. It's going to carry on the history.
My daughter, she absolutely loves it, but I don't want her to forget what happened. I want her to go to all these shows, and I know she's only 4, but she absolutely loves it. I go to take her down to the Tank Museum. Oh my God, she's in her bloody element. We've got to try and stop her climbing on like a Yag pants or something like that. I was like, get the hell down. But she loves it. She just loves watching it as well. Like, she's got a little storybook in there that we bought, all about. It's obviously Second World War for kids. It's like, it's pretty dumbed down, but she loves it. It's great. But I think you're right. We shouldn't forget what happened, because history's got a nasty habit of repeating itself. Yeah. So it should be something that should be taught as a curriculum for everyone.
100%. Yeah.
Instead of going around ripping things down and all that kind of stuff. No.
Yeah. I think we probably wrap it up there, to be fair. This is usually about an hour. We've skirted over a little bit, but it was great. Seeing your collection is incredible, to be fair, because we've all got pretty good big collections ourselves, but to see them on, because not a lot of mine aren't on display, they're hidden away because I haven't got the space to display it, and I'm sure the guys are the same. But to see a proper Cobi display of near enough everything on display is awesome. It really is cool. So I appreciate you coming on. Thanks for being here. Have you guys got anything coming up this week you wanna say, Stu? What you got anything coming up? You got a Lancaster stream?
No. I'm gonna be doing a live review on that thing on Instagram.
Please start it like that.
Yeah, that thing, and I've got to write up a thing for Greggy's Brick Post.
Cool. So, do check out Greg's The Brick Post. He does all the Lego news and other brick news stuff. So do check out The Brick Post on the interweb, whatever you call it, internet, Google, whatever it's called, that thing.
Follow the Brick Boys as well, because we do all types of bricks.
Yeah, Brick Boys do a stream on a Sunday night. So if you want to watch them build some Lego stuff, Marvel, and all sorts of different things, they're on 7 o'clock. Is that right? Sunday, 7:30, 8. 8:30, 9, 8. I don't know.
Just on YouTube about 6. You'll be fine.
Yeah, just go on YouTube all day and wait for it to happen. But follow the Brick Boys, because they stream on Sunday night. Martin, what are you up to?
Not a lot, really. Just I've just built this. So this was given to me by a company called Wise Plane. They've used Carder stuff.
Oh, Carder.
It's like Speed Champions, so it's like 10 bricks wide. It's actually not that bad. Apart from the stickers that go across multiple bricks. It's just weird.
Naughty.
I went to take it for a drive today on the dirt tracks and stuff, but I just didn't get time because I wanted to take it out and
for a spin. Is that remote control?
Yeah, it's quite quick. It's in my work van because I was going to just wazz it around the yard. I might run it over just for the hell of it
to see how sturdy it is.
Yeah,
cool. Solo, you got anything coming up for your channel?
Possibly live stream if I get that last bag done for the steam train. Then possible live stream this Saturday. But yeah,
sounds good.
I'll let you know on that one. But over my channel sometime on Saturday. Subscribe and find out.
I love it.
But there's a video in the works though. I have got another video on the works anyway. But that's about it, man.
Nate, anything from you? When's your next live on TikTok, or is it just ad hoc when you fancy it?
I'll probably go live tonight. Haven't gone live in a couple weeks, so I'll probably.
What times do you generally go live? What time zone are you, and what time is it? Usually.
It would be 8 or 9 p.m. here, so.
Oh, very friggin' late here.
Yeah, it's about 2 in the morning for us.
I want to say I've only ever caught you about 4 or 5 in the morning when I'm getting up for work, and I'm like, I'll quickly jump in there and say hello before I go to work. So.
Yep.
Cool. No, that's really good. Cheers, guys, for being here, and everyone that was in the chat. I'm not going to shout everyone out because I can't be bothered.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You awesome, awesome frigging people.
We'll see you next month. I haven't decided. I don't know who's on next month. I think it might be Warbricks. I can't. Honestly, I don't know how I do this because I don't know what's going on. We'll see you next. See you in a month's time. Bye.
And the best show is
Cobi, Cabbage, and Friends.